Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and all the rogue cards from the latest mini set have been revealed. I thought I'd give you guys a quick early review. There's gonna be 2 more classes revealed later today, so we'll have another review later in a couple of hours, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up. And by the way, did any of you guys know we have a giveaway going on? You'd be shocked. We have a giveaway going on for 3 mini sets out of my pocket. 2 regular ones, 1 golden one. All you have to do is like and comment on the video in the description below, the one we're looking at right now. Be subscribed to the channel. We're almost already at 51,500 subscribers. You guys keep hitting that button. It's ridiculous. I might have to up the ante again if we somehow get to 52. I don't even know. You guys are nuts. Anyways, yeah, enter that, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And I wanted to give also a quick update before we get into the cards. Alkali Likey basically mentioned that the Mercenaries update is coming with the latest patch. I didn't even know. The patch notes, I didn't even think said it, but there is going to be a Mercenaries update with the latest patch. They posted some teasers on the Mercenaries Discord with some different like card art. So there is, if you're interested in Mercenaries, I know a lot of you aren't, but I want to throw that out there that on the latest patch there is going to be a significant Mercenaries update with new Mercenaries. I'm hoping some like coin stuff going on, some new updates, because for me it's hard to get excited about the mode until they fix like some of the core issues with it, and just slapping new Mercenaries into there is not been an answer for me whatsoever. But thought I'd throw that out there because I know there are people that are invested in it or want to be invested in it. And yeah, they kind of botched not really revealing anything early for it because it's supposed to be a major update, and they didn't put a single word on that blog post. Anyways, rogue cards have been revealed, and they're interesting. One of them actually has serious implications. I think could be a real threat. And overall, I don't think any of them are particularly bad, except, well, maybe the spell. Anyways, first one we have here is Shatter Shambler. 1 mana, 1/3 elemental battle cry. Your next Deathrattle minion costs 1 less, but immediately dies when played. So this, again, it's not this turn. You can save this for whenever. And this is just an insanely good card in my opinion. Like, Deathrattle Rogue just got one of the best cards it's ever got. One of the issues with Deathrattles a lot of times is you want it to go off. And this you play, and you can play it egg, it'll go off. You can play even like, I think it's called Bladed Acolyte or something. It's like that 5 mana 1/1. You play that, coin that on 3. You get that 1/1, you get a 5/8 taunt right away. It dies. But more importantly, and more scarily, I guess, for someone like myself that really doesn't like the deck, that's been really popping up and being very good lately in both standard and wild, is the Naval Mine OTK for Rogue, where you play Shatter Shambler and then you just play Naval Mine and it'll pop off. It'll just die. And it works really well with the objective. Like, that's what they have, that objective spell with Deathrattles go off twice. This card's ridiculously cheap, very efficient, very good, and again, will proc any Deathrattle like nothing. And that Naval Mine deck has been doing really well in standard and wild, and it scares the crap out of me because it's just so unfun to face. Like, I don't like the fact that deck exists. If you're not aware of Naval Mine is, it's a 2 mana 0/4 mech. Deathrattle deal 4 damage to the enemy hero. So you just play Shatter Shambler, play the objective, play that mine. It's 8 damage to the face immediately. Like, that's pretty crazy. And then you can play the weapon that basically goes off for Deathrattle that's already gone off, and that does another 8, plus the weapon does 4 each swing. It's scary. It's scary, and this card I think will see play. It's a premium statted 1-drop minion with insane effect. The only downside I will say for these Deathrattle decks is they like to run like Shroud of Concealment, the 3 mana spell that draws 2 minions, gives himself. They typically just want to draw the Deathrattles. They don't want to, like, you draw double Shatter Shambler, you're feeling bad, right? So I don't know. It might not work out the way I'm thinking, but it scares the crap out of me. That it, like, the way I think they want it to work is just like value, where you play like a Bladed Acolyte, you play an egg, you play something, but it always ends up being something degenerate, non-interactive, unfun when you have a card like Naval Mine in the game. So yeah, look out. This card looks possibly really good in standard and wild. So I'm gonna give this a 4 in standard, where I think that has a bigger chance of taking off, and a 3 in wild. But overall, look out for this card. And even in Wild, you have like Cobalt Illusionist. I think that's what the card is called. It's like a 4-mana 3/3, and when that dies, you get a 1/1 of a copy of a card in your hand. You could just curve into that and get something insane. Normally, you want to set that up by having it die to something. Well, it doesn't need to die in anything, right? Or you can go really old school in Wild and play Sylvanas and steal something. So this card is nuts, in my opinion. Really good. I just, again, don't know if it's going to come together because Deathrattle Rogue, outside of the Naval Mine Rogue, hasn't been a relevant thing in either format. So I'm trying to skew the score down a little bit, only giving it a 4 when it could be like a 5-star card. Honestly, it seems kind of nuts. Speaking of, well, non-5-star cards, we have Jackpot, new BURGLE card for Rogue. Similar to the old Doom spell. There was an old Doom spell that was 2 mana, add 2 spells to your hand from another class. Jackpot is add 2 random spells from other classes that cost 5 or more to your hand. You don't get a discount. I feel like this card was remade. I feel like it said add 2 random spells from your other classes that cost 5 or more to your hand. They cost 2 less, or they cost 5 or something, right? But yeah, you don't get a discount. There's nothing about discount. They just cost 5 or more. And big spells, like typically when you're playing BURGLE Rogue, it's more of a tempo deck. This is for the value style ones, I guess, but you can get some really, really bad big spells like, I don't know, Shield Shatter, that'd feel awful, Brawl, Chaos Nova, Celestial Alignment. There's a ton of big spells that don't feel good, and they're going to be stuck in your hand. They're expensive, right? You could prep it out. You could try and get creative, but overall, you typically want like tempo, you want value, you want stuff you can weave in with your BURGLE deck, because you're already taking a hit doing 2 mana do nothing. Having to spend full cost on expensive spells, probably not going to be beneficial, even when Tess can recast it and all of that. I think the card's pretty darn weak. The art's amazing. The animation in gold should look really cool, but it'll be a fun card, but I don't think it'll be a good one whatsoever. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5 in standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild, because good lord, trying to play that in Wild, you are so dead. But yeah, at least it's a cool card in terms of fun value. People can have some fun if they're not dying, and that's usually the problem with the BURGLE Rogue archetype when you're not playing the full-on tempo aggro variant that just wants to play Yeti on 2 and not really care about anything else. So yeah, not the best card in the world. And then the last card, this scares the crap out of me for arena players. For ladder, probably not as much, but it's Inkvale Ambusher. 2 mana, 1/2 stealth, has +3 in attack and immune while attacking. +3 attack and immune while attacking. So you get to play this on 2, and it's basically going to get a free trade on anything and a body, no matter what. Yeah, it scares me for arena because immune and attack has always been really problematic in arena, because we saw the Ram mount being banned very early on. We also saw we've seen Gangplank Diver be terrifying, and that's a 5 mana delayed rush. It's like a dormant rush immune while attacking minion that a lot of people complain about. Anything coming down this early seems really problematic. On ladder, after it attacks, it loses itself, and it's pretty easy to kill. And you have efficient removal and all of that. So, and typically Rogue really doesn't like 2 mana cards. They like to dagger, they like to do other stuff, or play like Reconnaissance, or play like a Sapper, Viscerate, and Wild, or whatever, right? Like, you typically just don't play cards like this in standard. I don't think, or in Wild. I don't think this is a ladder card. I think this is a terrifying arena card, which I think they should ban. So like, it's so good in arena, I think they should just preemptively ban this. And on ladder, I don't think it'll see much play. If it had perma-stealth, good lord, you can never kill it. But the fact that it loses stealth after attacking, and then it's just a 2 health minion, probably not worth the value trade you're getting out of it. It does have the Naga tag, which can be relevant, but overall, probably not going to be a big ladder card. So there you go. Did I give a star rating? I don't think so. I'm going to give it a 2-star in standard or Wild. We'll do that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the cards in the comments below, and we'll have another review up in a couple of hours. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.